Hey, this is Robert with Evergreen Tactics. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 steps to become an entrepreneur. All right. Step number 1 is to understand. You have to first understand what a job is and what an entrepreneur is. All right. So let's just say that you make $1,000 a week, okay, and at your job. And you think, that's pretty good, but if you think about it, the business that you're working for has to be able to make money off the work that you're doing, and they're only paying you $1,000 out of all the money that you're making, which means no matter what you're doing at your job, you're cutting yourself short, and you're not fully going for your true potential and of what you're worth. Now, the more you think about what a job is, as opposed to being an entrepreneur or becoming an entrepreneur, a job is supposedly safety, or stability. When the truth is, the only stability is to be an entrepreneur and to be a successful entrepreneur. Because you might have a great spot in a position at a place that is okay, but the business could fire you at any moment and replace you. So there really is no stability. There are skills, but if you were to take yourself and build a business that makes money, then you will be in control of your income and in control of your stability. And you'll be able to create something beautiful that has no ceilings. You'll be able to make your dreams come true as an entrepreneur, but first you have to understand what a job is and learn to kind of go the opposite direction of that, because you don't want to cut yourself short. You don't want to belittle yourself. You want to have the confidence to carry your dreams to fruition. Okay? The next step in becoming an entrepreneur is you have to learn how to ask better questions. All right? You have to ask yourself, why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Okay? If you want to become an entrepreneur just because you don't like your job, then you're not going to be fulfilled. But if you want to become an entrepreneur because it has something to do with a passion of yours, and you want to get away from having a job that just has a certainty of a paycheck, then you're going to be able to be successful, and you're going to be able to live your life creating passion around your business and your income, and you're going to be motivated and fascinated and passionate about what you do. And that's when you can start to find people to write you the big checks, because if somebody if you were looking to hire someone, would you rather hire someone who you're certain might be able to do the job but might not do very good, or would you like to hire the person who's passionate, motivated, dedicated, and fascinated about making it better, and who is a free thinker and who isn't just there to get a paycheck? People really want that type of person, but they settle for hiring people that are just there for a paycheck and just come to work because they have to, because they don't know what to do. So you have to learn to ask better questions if you're going to become an entrepreneur. You have to ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What is something that I could do for the rest of my life that would keep me fascinated and motivated? And what is the most productive and enjoyable and profitable activity that I can bring to the market and that I can do for my customers to make them happy? So ask better questions to become an entrepreneur. You have to ask yourself, what would it look like if I started this business that did this? And then if you can visualize it and take action on it, and it's something that you will be passionate and motivated and persistent on, then nothing can stop you. That's the beauty of being an entrepreneur, is if you just get the train going in the right direction and you know how to stay on track, stay focused, ask the right questions, be creative and adaptable, then nothing can stop you. Not a market, not a boss, not your kids. Nothing can stop you. You will become an unstoppable entrepreneur juggernaut. But you have to start by asking the questions. What do I want to do, and what can I do that is the most valuable and is the most fascinating and is the most motivating right now? So make sure you are building a life around your passion and not around fake certainty. And then the next one, if you want to become an entrepreneur, the next step is you have to upgrade your life. You have to always be learning and growing and building. And you can't care what other people say. You can't take your entrepreneurial dreams and then go ask your friends or your parents who aren't entrepreneurs, because they're not going to understand. You have to upgrade who you are if you're going to become an entrepreneur. See, people think that they'll quit their job and they'll become an entrepreneur and they won't really do anything different about their lifestyle. But the truth is, if you want to become independent and a self-starter, you have to upgrade your life. You have to wake up early, you have to set deadlines, you have to save your money, and you have to be responsible. And you can't rely on your boss just to pick you up after you spend all your money all weekend. You have to be your own hero of your own story. So to become an entrepreneur, you have to upgrade your life, upgrade your friends. You can love your family and love your friends, but it's important to upgrade who you spend your time with and how you spend your time. Time is the only asset we can't get back any more of. All right? So you really have to upgrade what you're doing. And then the next thing is you have to constantly be developing yourself. Constantly be developing your business. If you can't see your business's future, then you don't really know what you're developing. This is the reason you need a coach. You need to know what you're building up to, and you have to have a 10x mindset, because you don't want to be a 2x entrepreneur who is somebody who just manages a business that's already living and isn't going anywhere. You want to be a 10x entrepreneur, someone who is building something so big that it's going to rise all boats, with the sea. And you want to be in charge of your own ship, and you want to be 10xing your life, and you're 10xing your potential, because at a job you would be stuck getting paid a certain amount because that is what they told you. As an entrepreneur, you should be going for the moon, and you should be doing the absolute best that you can to develop a beautiful entrepreneurial lifestyle and business, and not be getting bogged down by the bullshit of life, but building and developing into something amazing. And then the final step to becoming an entrepreneur is focus. All right? If you're going to become an entrepreneur, you kind of quickly need to figure out what it is that you can be most productive and most profitable, as well as be the most motivated and be the most fascinated. And it has to be something that you are going to be playing for the long game. Something that can keep you fascinated, motivated, and passionate for your whole rest of your entrepreneurial career or your life, because there's really no more retirement in life unless, even if you make a bunch of money, you should be doing what you love and you're passionate about that. You don't even care. So when you're starting to think about what you should focus on, you should be asking yourself, what are things that I already naturally gravitate towards that I really enjoy that other people are making money? Or what are things that I would actually pay money to do? These are the things that you can build a passionate business about, and you can get dead focused on. Once you know once you understand what you're doing, and you're asking the right questions, and you're upgrading your life constantly, and you're developing your business into something beautiful, and you have the focus of a 10x mindset of where you're going, then nothing can stop you. And these are the steps of how to become an entrepreneur, and how to build a business that is your life, blood, and your success all in one, and something that you can take to the bank and you can be proud of and you can have self-confidence. And those are the steps to become an entrepreneur. And the last one I'll just leave with is you got to be tenacious, and you got to be passionate, and you got to be ferocious. All right, you can't let little things stop you. You have to be able to adapt and overcome. But most importantly are those 5 steps. So I hope that was a helpful episode for you, and I hope I can help you more in your entrepreneurial journey. I'd love to be your entrepreneur coach. So go to evergreentactics.com/entrepreneur coach, and I'm here for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.